We are now just 2 short days away from the United States Senate coming back into session, and Republican leadership at the highest levels is crafting their version of the next stimulus package. The fireworks are just starting, but will the American people make it out of this with something? And what will it be? Welcome back. This is your stimulus update for Saturday, July 18th. If you have been a viewer of my program, you know that I believe that Americans will be getting another stimulus payment. If you earn under a certain amount, probably $75,000 single, $150,000 filing joint, and they'll probably get those out in August, maybe September. However, they're still ironing all of this out. But right now, it's the Republican leadership that's ironing it out, and we have an interview for you from Wilbur Ross, who is the Secretary of Commerce for the United States of America. At these meetings where they're doing all of this work, his job is to represent all of the businesses of the United States of America. And he was on Fox Business yesterday, in which he gave an interview, and he revealed some important information that I need to share with you, specifically about Larry Kudlow and Secretary of the Treasury Steven Mnuchin, who have been having a feud. And the things that he said, he doesn't realize what he said, but because of his statement, I'm going to be able to show you exactly what's going on between Larry Kudlow and Steven Mnuchin and the problems and disagreements they are having. So let's go ahead and go to the interview.
Another one, Mr. Secretary, is that Fox Business, here at Fox Business, we've been reporting a clash between Treasury Secretary Mnuchin and Economic Advisor Larry Kudlow over what should and should not be included in the next stimulus. But we just got this from Treasury Secretary Mnuchin. Secretary Mnuchin just tweeted this. Larry Kudlow and I have been good friends and colleagues for years and work closely together. The idea that we are in a civil war is truly absurd. Mr. Secretary, Wilbur Ross, do you want to squash this completely?
Yes. First of all, the important thing is that both Larry and Secretary Mnuchin agree we need to do more. The exact details, how much, what form, and how it goes, much less important than the agreement we must do more, because a lot of things are coming to an end. The $600 supplemental unemployment, for example, is about to end. Well, we need to do something to replace that. And I think it's a fine-tuning detail, whether it's tax cuts or it's direct paycheck to people. The important thing is President knows we need more stimulus. He's going to work very hard to achieve more stimulus to get the economy back to where it was, back to his great successes pre-coronavirus.
Commerce Secretary Wilbur Ross, thanks very much for the...
Okay, so let's take a look at what he just said there. Secretary of Commerce Wilbur Ross there inadvertently revealed so much to us. So basically, Steven Mnuchin and Larry Kudlow, according to the Secretary of Commerce, who is sitting at these meetings with them, says, well, you know what? They're both in agreement that we need to do something. So there, I've squashed the Civil War. But where they're really off with each other is exactly what we should do. How much, the details, what form, how it should go, which means they are disagreeing on everything. They really are. Secretary of Treasury Steven Mnuchin, I guarantee you, wants to continue the unemployment boost. Guarantee it. Larry Kudlow does not. He would want to get rid of it. And he would argue a bunch of different ways in an economist sort of manner on why it needs to go. Secretary of Treasury Steven Mnuchin wants to give the American people under a certain threshold another stimulus check. Yes, it might not be a recurring stimulus check, $1,000 or $2,000 per month, but he does want to provide another one to the American people. Larry Kudlow does not. I can guarantee it. And if he is willing to give up or relent on that idea, he would want to do it in a much more targeted way, meaning only a certain number of people should be getting this thing, and he would limit the number as much as possible. What Larry Kudlow wants to do is he wants to just get people back to work, and those incentives are going to be minuscule. Payroll tax holiday. That's going to give people, on average, maybe about $150 per month more in their paycheck if they go back to work, or if they are able to work, or if they have a job. That's where the disagreement is coming into place. And the Secretary of Commerce, Wilbur Ross, confirmed that inadvertently. The good thing for the American people, though, is that the United States Secretary of the Treasury, Steven Mnuchin's ideas are currently winning. He has the favor of most of the leaders in the White House and also many of the leaders in the United States Senate. I think there's not enough people that are deluded enough to realize, wait a second, we can just shove people back to work right now in the middle of this pandemic, and that's going to fly during an election year. I think they realize it won't. I'll put my chart back up here. There is no changes. I know sometimes you want to see where I'm going with it. I believe the unemployment boost is going to continue. If I had to pick a number, I think it's going to be right around $300 to $400 per month boost that the federal government is going to continue for the American people, those who are at least unemployed. I believe that they're going to do the $1,200 one-time payment again. I believe they're going to continue that. I do believe they're going to give more money to states and local municipalities for help for all the different situations we've been going through. I think they're going to provide more aid to small businesses as well. I also think they're going to throw in a couple other stimulus stuff in there. They could even put in that payroll tax holiday, which I don't mind. If they want to do that, that's fine. But that cannot be the primary thing you put in to stimulate the economy. It's just ridiculous. That's got to be like a side dish, you know? You're going to Thanksgiving, the payroll tax holiday isn't the turkey. You're going to Thanksgiving, the payroll tax holiday is like the cranberries or maybe the stuffing. It's included. It's there. I'll eat it. Sometimes it's really good. Sometimes it's not that good. But it can't be the main dish. And so if they want to do that, that's fine. In some ways, in my opinion, it's not a good idea. In some ways, it is a good idea. But we're getting close. Monday is just around the corner, and the United States Senate, Mitch McConnell and his cohort are coming back into Washington, D.C. Finally, after their recess, they're coming back in, and they're going to put this thing together. Steven Mnuchin has blocked off his week next week in order to help them out and craft this thing. There's a lot of information coming down the pipeline. If you have not subscribed yet, consider subscribing to the channel. You will not be disappointed. We will keep you informed and give you the best information possible. We've done a really good job here. Doesn't mean we're always going to be perfect. Yes, we have to craft and fine-tune things every once in a while, but I'm going to give it to you straight. I'm going to give it to you accurate and factual. And again, it's just a good resource to have. So subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for sticking with me. I hope you guys found all this information valuable. As always, I will catch you next time.